Nowa Huta was built as a socialist model city, in the outskirts of Krakow in the early 50s, focused around steel and cement industries located there for purely political reasons.
The story says that there was a firm resistance against the communist regime among the middle-class citizens in Krakow and that the regime started the Nowa Huta project as an attempt to balance this. The steel and cement factories were originally planned for other locations, but the attempt to balance the conservative Krakow made the government to change the plans and to select the present location. Thus the town and the factory is built on parts of the best agricultural land in Poland. There is no coal and no iron ore. The coal and the ore comes by railroad from Silesia and from Russia. Neither was there a market for the steel, the products had to be sent away by rail as well.
After 1956, and the Polish Revolt, a more modern architecture was allowed. The new style was labeled as Swedish, as the Polish architects were allowed to visit Stockholm, to seek inspiration in the 1 million program emerging there. The new houses were built with modules in the same fashion as Rinkeby and Tensta outside Stockholm. As a reminder of this, we still see the Stockholm Park. The Swedish-inspired houses still remains, nowadays, as an example of attractive, good and exclusive living. Next to the park and the Swedish houses is the modern Catholic church. The original town plan did not include a church. In the early 60s, the inhabitants started a campaign for one. The story goes that every year around Christmas the parish built a wooden cross where they gathered. The authorities tore it down, but the parish raised it again, and so the struggle went on. The leader of the parish and the fight for the permission to build a church was Bishop Karol Wojtyla. Eventually the permission for the church was granted and the church was finally completed in 1977. Bishop Wojtyla became Pope John Paul II. During his first visit to Poland, still under communist rule, the Pope applied for permission to visit Nowa Huta and the church, but it was denied by the authorities.
During the 80s, the steel mill became an important place for the then oppositional trade union, with more than 2/3 of the 39,000-person labor force as members. Several large demonstrations were held in the city. Street names and memorials remains of that time.